Hi, this is Mark Miller. I'm the Phoenix chapter president for Truth at Work, and I'm here to invite you to a June 2nd all-member and guest meeting we're having. At that meeting, you're going to be hearing about the future of Truth at Work from our presidents, Dave Holly and Ron Ewing, and the future of work in an AI age. If that interests you in any way, text me at 480-229-4960. Hope to see you there. Hey, Mark Miller here, Truth at Work chapter president, Phoenix, Arizona. I'm here with Matt White, one of my members, friend of mine, and also worked hard and got on the leading edge of some of this AI stuff, or at least where we're at today.
Yeah.
So we're here to promote a June 2nd event, right? Where we've invited all my members and anybody they want to invite to learn this idea of the future of work.
That's a big one.
And that's a big statement. And when you first said it to me about a year ago, I thought you'd lost your mind.
Yeah, we'll try and follow it up with something.
Exactly. But at this point, what we're talking about is what does it mean to lead a company inside
That's true.
an AI world?
Right, yeah.
So talk to me about AI and what it is and what is machine learning?
I think that, AI, first off, is a panacea. And I think that it can be many different things. But the people have to mostly see that this is a new way that we can take information and derive insights from it. We almost have now a box you can put something into and you get something very close back out.
So you can ask it a question,
Sure.
if you will.
Or ask it to do something and it has a good set of the next task or the next step to do, which
Okay.
is pretty powerful. And that's I think a new thing that we'll talk about on June 2nd is, we're used to the chat bots, but the ability to have it actually do things that are useful more than editing your emails is actually.
And to do that would mean integration in different ways than
Right.
just talking to a chat bot.
Correct.
Okay, good.
And we'll talk about how we'll do that safely on June 2nd. Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. A large language model is going to be an AI model, a database, and everything around it needed to make this a usable tool, where given a set of text, it's going to give you back the next token or next piece of text that is predicted to be likely to be next.
So you can then use it in an area that says, I don't know what that next step is, but if I feed it these conditions, it's going to predict, and that's the predictive power we talked about.
Yeah,
right?
so it's prediction
The value
power
of
on
prediction.
text. And people need to understand too that, and we'll talk about this a bit more about what's coming, that a large language model is one subset of AI. Prior to 2017, no one was thinking about, when they thought about AI, they were not thinking about large language models as being the dominant thing.
Good.
Right? This is one version of AI that happens to be easier to deploy, and it was one of the first ones we brought out into society. But it's just one paradigm, and people should know, and we'll talk about this on June 2nd,
Yeah, come learn the
that
other paradigms.
there are going to be other paradigms. This is just on text.
Well, in the text one, it's easy for us to understand. We can ask ChatGPT a question and it gives us an answer and we feel,
Yeah.
okay, good, that's perfect.
Yeah, we figured out how can you give AI, a mouth, some ears, right? A chat window, right? That was the first way we could naturally interact, which makes sense because humans interact with language, right? That we understand ourselves in language. So it actually made sense that this was the first iteration in society that we were really using AI at scale. But there's a lot of other ways that we're going to find a way to use it. In fact, what's really exciting about 2026, I think this is a great time to have this conversation, is all the things that are coming are much more practical, and in fact arriving now, than just chatting with an internet browser to edit your email. And I think that's
come
important.
see us on June 2nd. We're
Yeah,
going to
we'll
learn
talk
about that,
about it.
right? We'll be talking about those things and what
Yeah.
they're coming.